Hello. Yep, you know the drill. More blueprints. Still just as lost as before. And I'm over day 100 now. So, yeah, not too great. So, I guess let's just get started. Compass, sleeping mask, and 2 keys. Not great. But the keys might come in handy. Let's take the schoolhouse, as the 9th classroom is one of the things I have yet to see, and thus will probably contain a clue. And there are 5 places I can get a clue at the moment. As you can see listed, they are as follows: the letters from the laboratory experiments, a powered pump room in combination with various things, possibly a mechanarium with 5 mechanical rooms, the book with the magnifying glass from the library, and the 9th classroom. So far, I've only ever gotten 5 classrooms in a day. I really need to figure out my mouth tracking. This is not working. I promise I will fix it before whenever I stream next. The statement matching this statement is on a box containing gems. The statement matching this statement is on a completely true box. The statement matching this statement is true. The statement matching this statement is on a box containing gems. The statement matching this statement is true. The statement matching this statement is on a completely true box. Oh my god. This is a very confusing puzzle. I know both of these cannot be the both true boxes. Only one can be. Because of the statement matching this statement is on a box containing gems. Only one box can contain gems. Statement matching this is on a completely true box. Okay, so if this is a... Let's take this to be a true lie. Puts the gems here. And it means that this is not a completely true box. The second one here would be false. Meaning the top one would also have to be false. But here it would have to be true. So that doesn't make sense. That doesn't work. Okay. So this cannot be true false. Can it be true true? Gems would be there. This would be a fully true box. That doesn't work either. Okay. So the gems cannot be in the white box. Can they be in the black box? Let's start with a true false here. Let's start with a true true here. That puts the gems here. And the top one here would have to be true, forcing this to be both false, which could work. It could work. Okay. Now let's go false true. That would put this false. And which forces the other one to be false. And that doesn't work. But it could still be in the white box because it could be both true. And it's not. Okay, well, that's a shame. Let's take the library and order that book that I keep ordering and not getting a magnifying glass for, in my infinite wisdom. This is classroom 1 out of the 9 that I need. Let's take a storeroom and then backtrack to the entrance. I will not be getting the 9th classroom today, as I failed the parlor puzzle. And that is 3 crucial gems. Let's take the spare room. The nook to go into the foundation. Here I can take the dormitory. It'll allow me to get footsteps. That's a key. I would have preferred something else, but I suppose a key is fine. Boudoir for the gem. I definitely don't want the garage. I'll take the bedroom because it lets me turn upwards. Locked, but I have plenty of keys. Let's take the pantry. The classroom. No items. I'll take another classroom. Still no items. I need to turn to the right here, which I can do with the billiard room. I have plenty of keys, so I'm not going to take that. Or rather, I'm not going to do the puzzle. West Wing Hall splits it. Let's take the kennel. Closet. I get a gem. Let's take the classroom. Hallway for the split. And actually, I want to go up into that closet again to see what the painting is. Okay. I believe this is a chief and a chef. If we... This doesn't make sense. Can't isn't a word. So then what am I meant to do? That's the question, isn't it? Well, I don't have a gem, so that kind of forces my hand here. You're locked. I suppose I can go back to the billiard room. I did not expect to need to do this puzzle. I kind of thought I'd get a dead end by now. 13. What on earth is this diamond shape? That's a new one. Maybe it's a square root? No. No way it's square rooted. Definitely won't be squared, because whatever number it comes out to be has to be less than 50. Because subtract 30 has to be a number between 1 and 20. I have no idea what it is, though. Okay. So what I did here was I swapped the 3 and the 1 to make 31. And then I just guessed it, I guess, correctly. Because 31 minus 20 minus 10 was 1. So let's try that again. So 31 minus 20 is 11. over 11 is 1. Um, 14 plus 10 is 24. So 42 would be 2. What a strange rule. A very strange rule. I went the wrong way. I want to go this way. Use up a key. Okay, I don't have a gem, and so that's the end of the day. Well then. If I were to cheat and use the internet, I would probably try to get the answer to the painting puzzle. I just don't know if I want to actually do it. Take the package, a lockpick kit, and 2 gems. Okay. The lockpick kit will come in handy, that's for certain. Place the order for tomorrow. And I got a treasure map. So if I get a shovel, I might be able to do something with that. Take the den for another gem. The observatory. Two more days before I can start spending stars again to re-roll. And here, I think I'll just take a storeroom. Get a bunch of items, and then continue on from the den. Make a note that there is a chest here. Looks like I will be getting even more items. Before continuing on from the entrance hall. Okay. Corridor. Drawing room. This allows me to go into the foundation. So I will do so. See what I get here. The hallway. For not only the key, but it also lets me continue. West Wing Hall. Into the corner. I'll take the bedroom for the steps. Also happens to give me a gem. Take the courtyard. Any tools? There is a sledgehammer. That is good. I will go ahead and take the garage here for the keys. Before backtracking all the way to the den. If I can remember the path, because I keep making wrong turns. Here it is. Couple of keys. All right. Let's see what I draw here. Looks like I will be getting the green room. I'll take the chapel for the split. The nook lets me continue on. Bedroom turns me. Let's take the wine cellar for the gems. And then backtrack to the chapel. Let's redraw here. All of these suck. I can double my gems though with the bunk room. I don't think I'll be using 20 gems, but you know, technically there's a chance. Mage Chamber is the only one that lets me continue on. Here, I will take the kitchen because it turns me the correct way. Here, I will take the pantry. The dining room, because it splits me. And let's head down first. Kennel. Because it goes straight. Let's take the library, I suppose. And then this is going to be a dead end anyway. Commissary. Okay. I can buy the magnifying glass. This is good. I have the magnifying glass and the book. Alright. Let's see if there's any clues here. None on this page. Let's see. Corner cases. These just list off rooms that are corners. These lift off rooms that are dead ends. Suspect list, but I don't think that'll be useful. Okay, anything in there? No. Um... Anything here? What? I mean, that might be something. Probably not, though. What does this mean? I don't think there's any hints on that. If there are, I missed it. So that's epic and cool. Let's take the laboratory. I might be able to get a letter here. I guess let's add to my allowance then, since I don't have the option for the letter. Parlor turns me upwards. I'm not gonna bother with it though. I need a shovel. Let's take security. Let's take workshop. That's a dead end. Boiler room. Mechanarium. Hold on a minute. Why are there doors here and there? Okay, that's something I didn't notice before. What are these? The mechanarium opens doors in the antechamber. That doesn't make sense. The lever for that side of the antechamber already had a door. Already had a lever. I would know because I opened it. I do realize I just spent a gem to rotate the rotunda, but ignore that. Anything new in the antechamber? Probably not. I can regain the basement key, but I've already gotten the basement key. So that's useless to me. Alright. Well. Suppose I'll take the conference room. Conservatory. Let's see what I can change here. The rarity of the clock tower, I'll change to standard. Rarity of the ballroom. I'll also change to standard. And the West Wing Hall is already standard. I think that's fine. I'm actually going to change the clock tower back to unusual so that I don't have too many standards. East Wing Hall. Solarium. I'm still not sure how to get the trophy room. Let's rotate and take the classroom. Redraw. Take the aquarium. My allowance was raised because it's a shop room technically. Take the veranda And then this is going to be the last door I open for the day. No shop room. I almost got to a 45-room house. Almost. I just had one room I didn't have access to. That kind of sucks. But whatever. Already knew that. I'm just trying to check if there's anything I've overlooked. Does not seem like it. I know that that reveals a safe, but I don't know the code to it. Maybe one of those books has the code to the safe? I don't know. You know what? I am going to look up the answer to the painting puzzle. Okay. So I have looked it up. And it is me being stupid. If we count, I already actually knew that. I just put the wrong letter down. Small gates. Eight dates, crack 8 safes. Okay. Small gates. What kind of gate? Also, where are gates? And what does that have to do with the safes? A wrench, that will come in handy. But, honestly, this just gives me more questions than answers. Where might there be Maybe there's like pictures of gates somewhere? And they're dated? I don't know. Let's go with the parlor here. The gems are in a box that is actually blue. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. So one is true, one is false. I think it has to be here then. Yeah. That was much easier than it's been before. I wonder if it if I've done them all. Let's redraw here. Mailroom. I suppose I'll take it. A battery pack. Not great. Let's take the courtyard and see what I get. There is a sledgehammer. That's nice. Though I would have preferred a shovel. Let's take the nook. The laboratory. And I already set this to commonplace. Really? It seems way rarer than commonplace. There was a whole stretch where I just never pulled it. Okay, well, none of this has anything to do with letters. So let's go with that. So if I get a shovel, I can get a bunch of keys. Observatory. This is star 49. So pretty soon I will have the ability to redraw rooms with stars again, which is incredibly powerful. Let's take the den. Security. Make that commonplace. I'm going to make all of the mechanical rooms commonplace that I can. And the reason for that is that I want to have as many going into the mechanarium as possible. Whatever day I might achieve that. You're probably locked. Oh, you're not. But I have to take the Great Hall, so that's kind of bad. You are locked. You are also locked. So I need to backtrack quite far here. Yep, there's nothing here. Okay. And start from here. Well, I have a sledgehammer, and there are now crates here. Or chests, I should say, because that's what they're called. They're not crates, they're chests. Key card. That could come in handy. Let's go with the corridor. And cloister, I suppose. Hallway. I'll take the boiler, but I want a pool. So I need to see if I can get a pool. Here are the car keys. But I don't have a garage. I need to go straight, so I guess I have to take the chapel. These all turn. Apple. None of these are the book listed. I wonder if I can get it here, though. It is not that book. Okay. Well then. We're still trying to mull over the if we count small gates. Because that still is not making any sense in my brain. Also, I have no way to progress. God, I might need to cheat again. I might need to cheat to figure out what it means. I don't know. Well, I'm starting out with gems. Let's see if I can get the classroom. I cannot. Okay. I guess let's go trading post then. I still need to figure out how to pick up the dynamite. Take the mailroom to place that order. And also check and make sure there's no items in here. I don't see any. Alright, let's go forward with the green room. And there's a shovel. I didn't know that could be present there. Take the passageway for the splits. The storeroom for the items. And I'm probably going to end up calling this stream early. For a couple of reasons, but mostly just because I'm tired. So this might end up being the last day. That I do this stream. Maybe not, though. Let's go Den. Nook. None of this is great. I guess let's take the bedroom. That is a chest. Sure, I'll take her ladyship's chamber. That is another chest. The diary is locked. I don't recall ever seeing a key for that. Huh. Let's take security because it lets me continue on. Same with the corridor. Kitchen. Turns me upwards. Kennel. Well, that's a sledgehammer. So I could go back and open those chests. Pantry. And honestly, I will go back. Because I would like gems, and there's a good chance there will be gems in those chests. So there's the first. There's this. That's keys. And that's the garden, the secret garden key. Neither of those were gems. Incredible. Bordure. It's the only one that's not a dead end. Let's use a key. Chapel's not a dead end. Another key. And all of these are dead ends. Alright. Well, I guess I have to call it. I don't get it. I'll do one more day. And then probably end up calling it a stream. And at this rate, I'm definitely going to need to cheat on something else, but I don't know what. I don't know what clue I could possibly get that would be the least impactful while still letting me actually continue. Because, like, the painting puzzle thing that I looked up, it was one single set, right, that I didn't have yet. But, well, now I don't even know what it means. I have a feeling that what I really need to do in order to progress, though, is... Well, actually, no, it can't require the pump. Because I have to remember that the boiler room is not required at all to reach the antechamber. Or not the antechamber, the 46th room. Or was the clue that it didn't need the boiler to reach the antechamber, or that you didn't need it to reach the 46th room? Because those are two very different things. Because I might need the pump room in order to drain... I don't know of any books to order right now. I could try for the Chamber of Mirrors, I guess. Right now, it's not technically out of the question. And in fact, while I can still rotate rooms, it's probably a decent time for it. Like so. Let's take the Nook. And I really want a T here. I guess I can take the silver key, actually, and just get on all four sides. Well, I guess I'm taking archives for this. Oh, Lord. I just gotta hope, I guess, that this is something good. And it is! Oh my god. Luckiest man alive, question mark? Bourdieu? Okay, okay, wait a minute. I can do the Chamber of Mirrors. What? Or did I already press this? I guess I did. So, is it this one that I haven't pressed? Which one have I not pressed? Oh, I can just do this. I'm going up. What the hell? What did this do for me? I can't press any of these buttons. I don't see anything in any of these rooms. Oh, wait, no, I do see things in these rooms. Okay. So, wait. I want one way. So you're down, you're down. What are you? Open or close? You close that. You open this. Okay, well, I can get into 2 of the rooms now, I think. Assuming I understand how it works. Yes. East Wing Hall. These are duplicate copies of floor plans? Why would I want a second East Wing Hall? I guess I'll take it, because it's a good room. It's just questionable application. Let's see if there's anything else, though. I need to get into this corner and this corner. That's not what I wanted, but it's whatever. Okay, so I can get into that corner now. And this corner. Let's head back up. A single key. And an additional parlor. Well, I'll absolutely take the parlor, because that'll give me extra gems. But this doesn't seem good. Was this just a one-time thing? I don't know. I'll take the star, but I'm not going to spend any stars here. I'll save them. I don't even know what I'm looking for, to be honest. I got a second observatory. What? Huh? Why do I have a second observatory? Was there a point when I added a second observatory to the draft pool and I'm just not remembering this? Take the laboratory and see if I can get a letter, I guess. No, but I can gain a star. So I will do that. Cool. I guess if I get a pump room. But the odds of that are so low, it's not even worth considering, to be honest. Conservatory. All of these are already commonplace, and that's exactly how I like them. Alright. Well, I'll call it a day here. And I will also be calling it a stream. Hope you had a good one. Before my next stream, I will be figuring out the problem with my facial tracking, because this is getting ridiculous. But yeah. I will see you probably sometime this week. If not, definitely on the weekend. Goodbye.